This time I don't have video, unfortunately, so I will try to keep it as simple as possible. I'm here to present Oracle Direct TechGB Central East Europe and Turkish results for Q1. I put the slides around the cloud because we all know that it's a trendy topic for Oracle and also for IT business. And I found this fancy 12C sign in the middle, which we are launching right now. So, sorry. Wait, there's something wrong. Yes, now it works. About FY14 in TechGB, I think this year was really interesting. We had really interesting beginning this fiscal year because we had a lot of change at the beginning of this fiscal year. And one of them was that we were switching to prime model. So maybe for the people who don't know what prime model means, we have been in fiscal year 13 till fiscal year 14, each sales rep has been selling all technology solutions, but in prime model now we have dedicated ISRs for core technology products, which is database and others, and also dedicated people for middleware and BI products. It's the structure AD was following already, named account was following already. And based on this prime model, we had also new structure in the CE team. So there was new team created under the leadership of Robert. He's not here right now. And there were two teams which are covering core technology products, which was reformed under the leadership of Miloš and Ebru. And we decided, okay, these challenges are not enough for us, so we decided also to do a cutoff model this year. It's not hard cutoff yet. We are just doing the pilot this fiscal year, and not in all clusters, as far as I know. But in Oracle Direct Prague, we are doing this cutoff model this fiscal year. And of course, with all these new changes, we had also newcomers. So before I present Q1 results, I would like to introduce newcomers. So sorry for my pronunciation if I say wrongly. So Tomasz Sapran, I don't know if he's here. He joined Robert's team for middleware and BI. And Katarzyna Skrika has also joined a team of Robert for middleware and BI products. Ali is one of the very recent newcomers in, again, Robert's team. By the way, he's Turkish, but covering Austrian market. So it's nice to see a Turkish population growing anyway in Europe. So, and finally, Andac, who just joined my team effective 1st of June. So welcome again on board. Looking at Q1 results, I would like to start with the strategic KPIs for TechGB. And we have 3 strategic KPIs in TechGB business. Of course, the main one is revenue. And the second one is number of transactions. Actually, it's better to call it number of unique customers, so because we count number of unique customers, we make transactions too. And we are also measuring number of partners that we are selling through. So looking at these strategic KPIs, first for Central East Europe, the achievement was almost 1.8 million. And this represents 84% of Q1 target for Central East Europe. Looking at transactions, I think it's really an unbelievable score, in my opinion, because it's always hard to achieve a transaction target. And they made 249 transactions. They made transactions from 249 unique customers in Q1, and this represents 103% of their Q1 target. And the last one, I think one of the most strong area for Central East Europe was 137 different partners which we sold through. And this represents 171% of Q1 target. Looking at Turkey, Well, my personal aim was always, especially in the last 2 weeks, I was always saying 1.1, 1.1. I was even killing people for 1.1. We only missed with 15K, but it was anyway a very good achievement. It represents 119% of our Q1 target. And I think since I am managing Turkish team, this was the first quarter that I had hope that we would overachieve transaction target, but we couldn't. We just missed with 7%. So now I get the commitment from the guys that this curse will go away in Q2. So we had 93% of achievement. And about partners, as Central East Europe also we were strong. So we made through 32 different partners transactions, and it represents 139% of our Q1 target. And of course, in TechGB, we focus on coverage. Looking at the number of accounts that we contacted and we made project or business-related conversations. Of course, these are the conversations we inserted in TMT, so I assume that everyone puts the note in TMT. So the number was 1,121 in Q1. We did this by talking on the phone average 1 hour and 1.1 hours per day over the phone. Quickly, I will just go to highlights. For Central East Europe, we had a very good start with Fusion Middleware BI team. So this was one of the highlights, I think, since it was new team. So there were always, of course, challenges. And Joanna, yesterday, when she was talking about highlights, she told me, Polish come back. So I just put it the way how she said it. So I think Polish team this quarter started very strongly, maybe unlike the other fiscal years in the past. And of course, I already presented to you a number of transactions and partners from Central East Europe, so they overachieved those numbers. Looking at Turkey, I think we are every time proving that we have reliable performance in terms of revenue. So we had strong revenue achievement in Turkey's TechGB. One of the highlights, in my opinion, was partner activation. We brought 8 new partners to the business in this quarter. I think this is a very good achievement. And prime cooperation. There were some concerns raised by the field of people as well that cooperation might go wrong sometimes because you are selling different products to the same customers. But thanks to my team, they proved it the opposite to me, and they showed that we can have a great cooperation in this. All core technology sales people were trying to present middleware and BI products, and the opposite. So I think this was one of the highlights for Turkey. Looking at lowlights for Central East Europe, there was low pipe creation, so this is something which we need to focus, as also Pavel mentioned in the beginning already. And we already presented revenue. And the coverage, I think this is something that we share together with Central East Europe and Turkey. We have also low coverage, especially in TMT. Either we don't reach the customers, we are more maybe focusing on pipe closing, or simply we don't insert the nodes in TMT. But we should definitely improve this, and we should be aware of the fact that this is the only way how we can measure this. And of course, with this prime change, there were some challenges in Fusion. So we struggled a little bit Fusion pipe management. This is one of the areas which we should focus, because better we manage the pipe, more we will close, definitely. And the last thing, forecast accuracy. Yes, I admit that I could not really use my good judgment since till the last week for Turkey, because things were not really black and white. So I think we maybe closed more than 15% of what we were forecasting in the last week. So this is something which we need to improve as well. As I said, I don't want to keep it so long, my presentation. And I want to give a few words also to people in TechGB, some of the people. We had a couple of extraordinary achievement nominees, and we will know who is going to be the winner at the end of the session when we have the award ceremony. But Sina and Lukash, they were new in the team, but they showed really very strong start, and they were, I think, very successful in Q1. And for that reason, I just want to invite them here, maybe first Sina and then Lukash, to talk a little bit about what they did in Q1 and how, in order to have good start, what kind of activities they did. So maybe we can start with Sina.